Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. First thing I want to address is that I made a comment on Twitter that Bango Fatty can officially become Lord Bango Fatty. I was wrong. I think he can become knighted. I think that's what I was thinking about, kind of like how Arsene Wenger's done that, or that's happened to him, and I believe Gerard Houllier, former managers. So I believe it would be Sir Bango Fatty, but either way, some extra motivation to achieve our goals, get to where we want to be, which I will remind you are to win the Champions League with Battersea Football Club and to become an invincible Premier League team at some point. Maybe the same year, maybe not, but if we can check off those two goals, that will be the completion of this career mode, which is going to be a long journey, and that's the whole point of it. Now, let's get into some things. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, make sure to leave a comment as we go, and make sure to follow me on Twitter. The link to that will be in the description. I appreciate all of the support I get. Let's get going. So, I've messed around with the formation just a tad. I've decided to rock the formation Create a Club has given us and go with it for as long as I can manage. We're running a 5-2-1-2 of sorts. So still 5 at the back. That's still the same formation we were given. It's kind of a 5-3-2, more of a 5-2-1-2 with an attacking midfielder now. Kind of similar to the 2002 Brazil World Cup tactics when they won the World Cup with Ronaldinho at attacking midfielder, R9 and Rivaldo as their strikers, and then Cafu and Roberto Carlos were their wingbacks getting forward. So first off, we will not be high pressing but almost absorbing an attack while still being sound defensively, and then launching quick and lethal counterattacks, but still being able to build from the back. So our defensive settings are unbalanced and we sit fairly deep, but with the ball, we still get that assistance from our wingbacks that really helps us keep possession in the attack and create chances even without just counterattacking. Now this is all important because it'll help you see the kinds of players we are looking to sign to fit Bango Fatty's system. So the wingbacks will get forward, join the attack and overlap, and be a big part of the attack, as well as being a part of the 5 in the back in defense. So their stamina and their pace are crucial. The center backs need to be fairly quick and solid at the back. Nothing particularly outlandish about that. Typically good center backs are the ones that we're looking for. The two players in central midfield roles need to have good stamina and work a bit box to box. Good long passing helps so they can find those wing backs making runs. One of the center mids is going to have stay back while attacking, like you see here, and the other is going to be balanced attack in terms of attacking support. The center attacking mid needs to be the best attacking midfielder in the squad. So, high attacking work rate, great dribbling, passing, and potentially shooting. Probably the most important player in any build-up other than those quick counterattacks when we're building needs to be able to create and find players and keep the ball moving. The two strikers just need to be fairly quick and solid all around offensively. They're going to interchange a lot with the attacking midfielder, and these three players are going to be crucial to any success. The transfer rule that I am putting on this career mode is that we can only sign players from the two islands that make up the UK and Northern Ireland and Ireland. So just from the two islands, so England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland, Northern Ireland. We can do this until we are out of League 2. The only exception to that rule being the generated free agents that are given to me at the start of this career mode. I will only take one. So that will be our kind of like scout future star in a sense, which is good to remember when we decide to repeat this career mode model in future games, the way that I'm doing it this time around. So of those generated players to start, the one that I have chosen to go with is Ghanaian striker Owusu Adu, who is a 16-year-old who is a 64 overall and already looks like the star player for Battersea Football Club up front. I mean, with a name like that, you've just got to be fast. I mean, he's a whooshing down the wing. Alright. So I've decided to sell 3 players for sure in this window to get a little bit more money to be able to afford the players that I want. If I get other offers from other players, I'll consider them. But the players that I want to sell for sure: Charles Howard, this goalkeeper; Cameron Norris, this right back, he's 27 years old, 49 overall, not going anywhere, not getting any playing time; and then Billy Wright, which might be a little controversial. He's a 63 overall, but he's 26. He's on the second half of his career, I would say, and he's the one that's probably going to get us the most money to be able to afford other transfers and to be able to be a little bit more flexible financially. And I have put together a targets list for us under the transfer hub, under the rule that I have set for transfers, reminding us that we need players from England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland, or Northern Ireland only until we are out of League 2, minus that one player that we get in the beginning. So the first player, 25-year-old goalkeeper Bailey Peacock Farrell. To be honest, he just has an amazing name.
I'm a peacock! You gotta let me fly!
He's been at Burnley since 2019. They're in the championship now. They've moved down division, and he's the second or third option goalie at best there. Their first option goalie is young, has great potential, and he's just one of 2 others. So this is his chance to fly. Second player we're looking to sign is 22-year-old wingback Ali Koike from Northampton Town. He started off at Burnley, showing great potential, had a loan spell at Swindon Town, then he moved to Bristol Rovers where he only had 10 appearances, and now he finds himself here at Northampton Town. He's always had a very good pace, very physical player. His talent is there, but he's just had a mixed amount of chances and a large number of injuries in his early career. I think he's a perfect fit for our left wing back spot and can really gain some confidence in that role, starting to take his career back on the upswing. Next guy we're looking to sign is Priestley Farquharson from Newport County, or as we'll call him, Lord Farquharson.
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
This is one of the best names I've ever seen in this game. It's just a phenomenal first and last name combination. He's big, he's strong, he's physical, he's fast. He's a center back who is the exact quality any team needs to solidify themselves at the back. In League 2, in League 1, he's a really quality player, and he's not going to cost us that much. Priestley Farquharson, Lord Farquharson. And finally, I kind of like the story around what we're doing here with this transfer. 23-year-old midfielder Marcus McGuane from Oxford United, a player that I think is a perfectly suited transfer for Battersea Football Club. He's a former youth academy player for Arsenal. He was highly rated. He was a good young player, highly rated not just in England. He signed for Barcelona, being assigned to their B team. His release clause was put up for 25 million euros. He came back to England in a couple of years later for Nottingham Forest and then was loaned to Oxford United. He decided to stay at Oxford United and sign an extension as he finally started to get his confidence back there, because that's quite the career trajectory to go down from Arsenal to Barcelona B and then back to England to Nottingham Forest, loaned to Oxford United, and now he's stayed there. I listened to him speak in an interview about a year ago on YouTube, and he said that he's genuinely happy to be playing again. He has his confidence back, he's playing well, and he wants to put out for the fans every game. I think he's a perfect fit for our project here at Battersea. He's a hardworking midfielder with real quality on his day who has excellent stamina. Similar to Ali Koike, he needs another injection of confidence to feel like he can get back to that level he was at with Arsenal, back to that Premier League young player with great potential kind of quality. At Battersea, he can run the show in the midfield, and I think he can really shine in Bango Fatty's system. Things are starting to get tense here in the Bailey Peacock Farrell player meeting, trying to get his wages figured out. He's not quite happy with it, but he's going to take $5,200 a week. That's $700 a week less than what he was going to make, but he is definitely going to be our most high paid player. by quite a bit, because he's coming from Burnley. He's expecting a lot because he was making 9,500 a week. Now he's making 5,200 to be the guy here at Battersea. But he's going to be a higher profile goalkeeper for a team on the rise. So gets a chance to meet with Bango Fatty. I love these cutscenes. I really do have to say. I love that they implement some of the players coming in. Owushi's now in there. Hugo Noble, our captain, coming in, saying hi, introducing themselves as he's doing his physical with our trainer. And this is just really cool. Peacock Farrell, the new #1 for Battersea. Looking fresh. So we have made it through the first month, and we are ready for our first game of the season at home at Battersea Park Road against Rochdale. Here is a look at the transfers we've made up until this point. Everybody that I said we were going to bring in, we did. We started off with Owushi Adu, then we got Charlie Webster for a brilliant bit of business. He's already gone up in rating and value, so we're getting him for undervalue already by quite a bit. Ali Koike we got for undervalue, again, by quite a bit. He was valued at, I think, 700,000 euros when we got him, and he's already gone up. I think players tend to go up in potential a little bit if you sign them, and they become a crucial player, or if they're a first teamer, I don't know. Then we sold Charles Howard like we said we wanted to. Whatever, not a big bit of business. Bailey Peacock Farrell, got him for €1 million. He's valued at 1.7 million. That was an absolutely brilliant bit of business to get him, because we included a 15% sell-on clause, meaning if we sell him in the future, Burnley will get 15% of whatever we sell him for. But regardless, that Peacock's gotta fly. He's now at Battersea where he's supposed to be. Priestley Clark-Larson, got him for just undervalue. Again, all of these are just sniping in these players undervalue. Marcus McGuane, the last of them, again, another example of getting a guy for 975. I think we had a 10% sell-on clause. I think he was valued at 1.2 million when it said that we were buying him, so that value went up too. Again, a lot of these players are in with a really good price for what we're able to do, and we still have some money to go, so we're actually not going to sell Billy Wright, which we originally said we were going to sell Billy Wright, and you know, that was going to be that, but he has a second position as a center back, and I think he can be a solid center back at 6 feet tall. Low medium work rate isn't the best, but it's not the worst for a center back, so he will actually start. But where am I going? Where is... Okay, so the reason I'm doing it is because we got an offer for Connor Clark, that really short center back at 5'9", who's also very slow, from Freiburg's second team, and he's valued at 180. We're selling him for 220k. We could use that little extra bit of cash because we have 386,000 in the budget right now. To have a little bit over 500k for the start of the rest of the season would be really good to be at that point. And I'm not going to take Billy Wright completely off the transfer list. I think he's going to be, if we get a transfer in, we might take it. But it would be, we would have to have a plan for another player to come in January if we were to do that. But I like the squad that we have right now. I mean, this is a solid looking squad. We're going to be selling Connor Clark. Barry will take his place, and he'll be the 4th center back on our team. And Wright will now play, I think he has the best weak foot. He'll be fine at left center back. Hugo Noble and Priestley Farquharson, that's a really good back line. Ali Koike's a really good signing there. He'll play a fantastic left wing back. Pretty okay depth for a team that's not the best to start, but this is a team that should end up in the mid-table and potentially push for something else. Again, being realistic, the goal of the season, the goal of the first season, is going to be to set the base that we have right here and start to get used to the system. We want to get a feel for who we have out there and how it's working. We don't expect at all to be promoted this season. I'm expecting a mid-table to bottom type of league campaign. However, if we do perform really well, and get enough results to get close to that playoff promotion, then we might have to address some things in January. And really see if we can improve the squad any better and make a last push. So in the first scouting report, only one player was, I'm looking for players with high potential to start. So the only player that fit that bill was Thomas O'Connor, center forward, center attacking mid, 15-year-old Irishman. He looks super solid. He's got really solid pace. He's pretty quick. Decently strong. Decently, not really strong, but really good finishing. And, you know, for a young 15-year-old with high potential, this is really solid. His potential is probably somewhere in the 70s, I would say. Maybe 80s in that showing great potential range, but that's a solid striker to get as a, you know, youth academy striker that can fit his way into that current Harry Hicks role. Alright, so now the plan is to get through this first month. I do want to play a game in this episode, so we're going to play Rochdale right now, and that will be the cap to this first playing episode. And then I will end the episode with simming until the Grimsby game on the 27th, and that will be the start of episode 3. And then we will be able to see what youth squad players we get on the 1st, and if we've made any more progress on any transfer deals as the window slams shut. So let's get underway against Rochdale. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the first ever match for Battersea Football Club as they host Rochdale. And you here, you'll never walk alone. Ring out around Battersea Park Road. What a beautiful moment for these fans and these players and this club. And what a beautiful day it is for Battersea Football Club to get the season underway. Let's go. I'm telling you, Priestley Farquharson is already seeming to be a huge presence. Look at him next to Jack Maguire. He's so big. He's also got 90 strength. Goodness, he is a presence out there. Bango Fatty's club looks to make an early statement here. See if these transfers, this new formation, this new club can put it all together in League 2. Nice pass there, Teddy Carpenter. Charlie Webster. Cutting. Looking for Ali Koike. Nice cross in, Awushi Adu is there, but nothing. Charlie Webster looking for Awushi Adu! He's there. Can't win it. Some early chances here for Battersea. Nice job there by Ali Koike to pick that off, and he's away. Can he use his pace down that wing? Ali Koike cuts it in. Harry Hicks loses it. Harry Hicks wins that. Down to Awushi Adu with a rip. Just missing over the bar. Nice tackle there by Hugo Noble after Priestley Farquharson was a little out of position. Charlie Webster finds Jack Maguire down the wing. Awushi Adu lets it run. He's got a chance at goal and he's tackled. Nice play here from Rochdale. Are they in? Bailey Peacock Farrell. Way to show it off. Way to fly like a peacock, Bailey.
I'm a peacock! You gotta let me fly!
Excellent job there by Jack Maguire, and that should be halftime. No score, but Battersea have looked very good so far, threatening a few times and playing sound defense. Loving this start for Bango Fatty's men. That's a sick pass from Jack Maguire across to Ali Koike, who makes a run at Rochdale. Loses it when he could have played it off to one of his fellow teammates. Oh, and Quigley just gets in behind our defense. Actually, that was Hugo Noble on the error. Just lets Quigley slip in behind him, and a nice finish there to get past Bailey Peacock Farrell to make it 1-0 to Rochdale. Bango Fatty's not happy, but I feel like this team's got an answer in him. Excellent pass there. That's the tactic that Battersea are trying to perfect. Awushiadu has some space, plays it across to Harry Hicks, and he heads it wide. How in God's name did he miss that one? No one in front of him. Chance at goal, and he heads it wide. Stays 1-0. Oh, great save there from Bailey Peacock Farrell. Close range reactions. Oh, Charlie Webster has a little bit of space here! 1-0 Battersea Football Club. The pass barely gets to him, but number 6 Charlie Webster opens the account in the history books for Battersea with a beautiful strike into the top left corner. Sinclair gets by his defender. 2-1 Rochdale. What an answer, what a finish, and that is just how EA is scripted. An early chance right off of a goal for Battersea, and we are losing once again. Billy Wright does well to find Jack Maguire on that other wing. Jack Maguire looking for Awushiadu, who fires it at goal. Nice shot there. Oh, seriously. Just barely slips in behind our defense and finishes it. Nobody challenges him. He collects the ball and finishes like there were no defenders around. Terrible. How does this even get off? There's 2 men around him. He just collects it and finishes around him like they're not even there. I mean, how did he get that shot off? How did no one make a tackle there? 3-1 Rochdale. Charlie Webster takes the shot. Blocked, and that is probably going to do it. Story of the day, Battersea brought the ball forward, got the chances, but did not finish enough, and Rochdale, the slim chances that they did have, did finish. 3-1 Rochdale wins in the home opener for Battersea Football Club. When I was going over the tactics with you in the menus, this is what I was talking about. The wingbacks in this formation are crucial to the success of it. Jack Maguire and Ali Koike, 3 goals allowed from our defense, but over 8 on their match ratings, way higher than everybody else in the entire squad. Charlie Webster got a goal, Harry Hicks got an assist, Awushiadu had some chances, just couldn't finish today. Gotta shore up those tackles in the defense before they even get a shot off in those dangerous areas, but man, Ali Koike and Jack Maguire were unbelievable at wingback today, with tons of tackles and passes forward and dribbles forward and chances created. They were immense. Sign of things to come. Just wanted to address that I'm going to be simming the rest of the games of this episode up until the one that we'll be playing at the start of the next one with Grimsby Town, but first game was a Carabao Cup matchup against Derby County, and we lost in penalties, but goals for Billy Wright, Awushiadu gets his first goal for Battersea, and Teddy Carpenter all scored in that game in the sim. Second game of the season against Doncaster in the league, and we lose 2-1. Teddy Carpenter scores again, as he did in the cup game earlier that week. Gonna be a lot of simming. I want to see what the computer can give us out there, and I want this career mode to progress. fairly quickly overall. So next game will be against Crew Alexandra. I haven't seen those kits yet. The dark blue and light blue with the red trim. It's interesting. So let's see how we do in the sim against Crew. We get our first point of the season. Harry Hicks nets a goal. His first of the season. And we are on the board in terms of points. That's 1 point in 3 games though. Not super great, but like I said, the expectations are pretty low for this team. Next game is going to be against Carlisle here. And we draw Carlisle, but Charlie Webster gets another goal. So that is going to do it here for episode 2 of this Create a Club career mode with Battersea Football Club and Bango Fatty leading the way. I like what we're doing with the formation. We're making it work. Bango Fatty's really constructed something here that I think has the potential to succeed. As you see there, the next game is against Grimsby Town. We'll be at home at Battersea Park Road. I will open up episode 3 with that game, but for now, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to leave a comment. Leave comments during the videos as you're watching them, as things are happening. This has been Therios. You'll never walk alone.